Ethics is knowing the difference between what you have the right to do and do what is right to do, as said by Gordon Stewart. In every profession, regardless which hierarchy an individual is from, they have to be responsible in their own work as not to bring complication to others and themselves. Knowing what is the right thing to do will prevent such complications from happening. Henceforth, a list of guidelines called the Code of Ethics of Engineers will guide engineers to make the correct decisions.
Engineering is a profession whereby engineers are required to display high levels of professionalism in their work. Engineers should always perform with due diligence, responsibility, integrity, and honesty. The consideration of the public health, safety, and welfare should be prioritized, and engineers should only perform services that are of relevance to their expertise while holding proper conduct, and be responsible for all services performed.
The video, Incident at Morels, revolves around Fred and his team in a chemical engineering company, Faust. Fred was hired by the engineering company to design a paint remover manufacturing plant that he already did for a competitor, Chemical. In the midst of the design stage, Faust's parent company decided to cut budget across the board by 20%, and to compete with the launch of the competitor, the company required the plant to be ready in significantly shorter time, which resulted in Fred's encounter with various engineering decisions that concerns ethical issues. Faust has cut down the budget across the board by 20% and expected Fred to build the chemical plant in a tight budget. Fred was asked to cut on the basic components and to use a cheaper local brand if possible, instead of selecting a suitable and appropriate component for the plant. When Fred procured the materials for the construction, he disregarded the implications of substandard materials. In the meeting with a project manager, Fred was told that the substandard material will not be able to meet and withstand the extreme conditions that are barely meeting the design specifications. However, Fred decided that L&L controls and high-pressure alloys were too expensive for the budget,
which contributes to not willing to change the materials of various components is a time factor. It is evident in the conversation between Fred and Peter, where Fred mentioned that he could not afford to change all flanges and couplings to a safer material, and it's a time-consuming process. From here, we can see that he is not willing to put in more time to ensure the materials of the components are safe. This was not only the instance where Fred has succumbed to time pressure. This has happened since the beginning, where he was pressured to complete the new plant design when he adopted Chemical's plant design.
Next is the environmental ethical issues. The company uses online evaporation ponds. This is evident from the fact that Fred mentioned that the company will be putting out about 1,000 gallons of corrosive effluent into one pond and 1,000 gallons of backwash water into another. This shows that the company does not consider the severity of groundwater pollution, especially when there are locals living nearby who depended on the water source for drinking purposes. Also, the lack of local government regulations shows that the company does not put safety into high consideration. For personal integrity, Fred went along with the decisions made by Chuck and Wally because he followed Wally's one rule, which is to convey messages to him first before anyone else. He also valued the job so much that he chose not to voice out his concerns to the relevant authorities when designing the plant.
Plagiarism is not ethical because it is a form of theft. A company stealing ideas from other companies for own self-benefit is like taking what is not yours. In the video, Faust hired Fred knowing that he was from Chemical and hired him for not his skills but to obtain information on their competitor, Chemical. After Fred was hired, he was asked to look through the project proposal and was asked if the project was similar to his previous client. Upon knowing Chemical invented EasyStrip, Faust also wanted to create a new paint remover. This shows that Faust knew Chemical is going to be successful in EasyStrip and wants a share of the projected market, hence looking towards imitation. The use of substandard and cheap materials to save costs and make profits
while knowing the requirements were only met marginally is not acceptable. Fred should not have bought cheap sensors that are of poor quality. Instead, he should consider the durability and the payback period in the long run. Substandard materials requires more maintenance in the future operations, which results in an increase of long-term expenses. Hence, it is more ideal to purchase suitable and appropriate.
As for the time factor, Fred should ensure that he dedicates sufficient time in all phases of the design process, especially in the selection of various components and its materials, if applicable. Prior to handing over the plant to operation staff, he should also remain his stand and request for more time to rectify all issues fully. This will definitely prevent Manuel's death from happening. To sum it up, he should be more firm with time he required and fight for it when necessary.
What Fred could have done in environmental ethical issues observed is that he could have prioritized safety over profits. Just because the company wants to make profits does not necessarily mean that safety should be compromised. He should know better what to do since he is a professional engineer in the chemical industry, since safety consideration is part of the code of ethics required in the engineers. Furthermore, to ensure the safety of stakeholders involved, he should be firm in his decisions when it comes down to the material selection for the plant designs. Using substandard or cheap materials may cause increase in pressure and stress in the pipes, and this could result in leakages which eventually may lead to unwanted accidents.
Fred should be more aware that chemical is cost competitor and be more careful to maintain his integrity of not disclosing confidential information from chemical, even without an agreement of non-disclosure. When Fred applied for the job, he should learn more about the job description. During the interview, he should verify the employment contract and clarify with the interviewers on disclosing confidential information from his previous job. This will show that he is concerned about the matter and can avoid sensitive questions. Force and the team should be more mindful in terms of their intentions and maintain their reputation as professionals.
To sum it up, decisions made by engineers often have ethical and practical implications, causing adverse effects if proper engineering practices were not upheld. While the qualification of a professional engineer comes with responsibilities, professional engineers should have the highest standards of professional conduct, fairness and honesty. It is essential that the engineers adhere to the code of ethics to ensure professionalism is displayed.